Last month I had the greatest idea to quit my job and now I'm unemployed, which is all fun and dandy, right? Wrong. This is the first month of not having a job that I actually have to pay my rent. So naturally I have one of two options: pay the rent, duh, or simply just... I'm going! I've been working side hustles lately to pay my bills, so let's go. I trust God with absolutely everything. First things first, we're going to church.
I looked at that pastor and said,
Everything I needed to hear. I feel so good now. I did just turn on Instacart and got a $50 order. Let's go. Walmart on a Sunday, not my personal favorite. Okay, now I have an understanding why this order is paying well. They have a lot of cat litter. Oh my gosh. Another one. Another one. Yep. One more? Sure. Here's the completed order. Something I noticed is I am such a people person. I just want to talk to everyone that allows me to. Oh. Y'all, you just gotta stay positive with every situation in your life. All right, let's start the debate considering I'm just tired. I already know my answer, but I want to hear y'all's. In the economy in which we live in, should we be going at 50-50 with a man? Everything split. Just got my second Instacart order of the day for $24. They only want a couple things. Today's my day. Another cat litter order? I had a cat once before. His name was Pico. Once he figured out what female cats were, he was gone like the wind. Traded up on his own mother for some. They want pool floaties. Cannot find the coal. Yo, this never happened to me before, but the house that I'm delivering to right now has a snack cart. Thank you. Just got my third order of the day at $15. Not too bad because I don't have to grab that much stuff. This customer willingly ordered heroin. Apparently, we're just gonna stay on a roll. Just got a $17 order at Walmart. It's getting dark, so I'm gonna get creeped out, but we gotta do it. I only have to grab 14 things. It should be really fast. Who would have guessed? Walmart has dumplings. Here's the completed order. I've been in here for a total of 10 minutes. Let's go. Look at this guy. If I shop one more order, I get a $20 bonus. So I just took a $7 order with the super quickness of what it will be. So let's go. Sigh. I like being single. Last item. Here's the completed order. Let's go check out. Back home now. I ended up making a total of $135. I'm not mad about it. I'm actually pretty happy. We're gonna have to do this a lot more though to pay that rent. Bye.
This is everything I made this past week as somebody who doesn't work a quote-unquote real job. So on DoorDash, I made $320.30. Through dog sitting, one I did for $308, another one I did for $280, and another one I did for $100. TikTok, which is a new addition, I made $94.16. All of that added up, I made $1,102.46. Now, of course, I have to account for the gas money. That totaled up $109.44. So in profit, I made $993.02. And if you're wondering, DoorDash averaged at $19 an hour.
In April, I made over $7,000 without a real job. In May, it will mark 1 year since I started doing side hustles to pay down my debt. And now it's been my full-time income for the past couple months. But let's go over how much I made with each side hustle and how I made it. So I'll go lowest to highest. So starting with mystery shopping, I made $324.19. This was for a handful of apartment tours. And then I also did a car wash. This does include the reimbursement from the car wash. It was $27. However, when I received the payment for that shop plus the reimbursement, it will all be in one chunk. And I'm just going to put that all towards my debt. So I still count it, but just know that $27 of that is reimbursement. The rest was 100% profit. Next on our list, I have Amazon influencer. So I do Amazon product reviews. So I just review products I have around my home. In April, I did upload I think it was around 35 to 40 product review videos. In April, I made $345.25. So I just got that as commission when someone watched my video and then bought a product that I reviewed or one like it. Next up is focus groups. So I did 2 focus groups. One was a diary study. I just had to record myself doing a specific task with a specific product. I'm not sure how much I'm actually allowed to talk about it. I did that over the course of a couple of weeks. It was super easy and actually really fun. It introduced me to a product that I actually use now. That one paid $350, and then I just did a $7 unmoderated focus group, which was just basically filling out a survey on my phone. Next up is views. So I am monetized for my content for videos like this on both Facebook and TikTok. I get paid for my views. That means the more people that watch or interact with my videos, I make more. So thank you so much for being here. Total, I made $411.66 between the 2 programs. Next up is digital products. So I currently sell a $7 debt and budget tracker. And then I also sell a guide I created on how I make money with affiliate links, which is our next side hustle. In total for April, I made $1,940.30. I have those linked at the top of my page if you want to go check those out. And last on our list is affiliate links. This is consistently my highest income earner every single month. For April, I made $4,206.35. Everything linked at the top of my page except my own digital products I'm an affiliate for. So if someone buys something using one of my links or signs up for a program with one of my links, I earn commission. So thank you so much if you've ever bought anything from me. This is because of you. So that brings our total for April to $7,584.75.
Okay, so I've had a few people ask me how I'm making money or how I'm surviving with no job. If you didn't know, I quit my job without having another job lined up. But anyway, back to the question. How am I making money? How am I surviving? How am I still living my life normally? The answer is I've been saving. I've been saving some of my money before I quit. And nothing crazy, like nothing crazy at all. If you are going to quit your job without a backup, save a couple months worth of all your bills. At least 2 to 3 months. And then also side hustles. Like I say, if you're going to quit your job, make sure you have some type of money that's going to still be coming in. Even if it's a little bit of money, like a few dollars a day, $20 a day, that is going to help you a lot. I have some of my side hustles pinned on my page. It'll say side hustles I've been doing while working my 9 to 5, and those are all the side hustles that I've done that help me save. And then I also added some new side hustles to that. I started TikTok shop, working with some brands. For a while I was doing surveys, and I know a lot of people don't like surveys because they're just like, oh, it takes too much time to make the money. But I would do my surveys at work when I had downtime as a receptionist, when I come home while I'm watching TV. I sell stuff on Depop as well. And I actually got that idea from another post that I made that I'm gonna have pinned. And that one is where I'm asking people what their side hustles are. And it's just filled with so many good ideas. So if you're a person that is looking for a side hustle, go to that post and look through those comments. It's a lot of gems in there. But yeah, so that's basically what I've been doing to basically survive without having a job.
If I needed to make an extra $5,000 this summer, but I couldn't commit to an actual job, these are the 3 side hustles that I would currently be doing. And this is coming from someone that literally used to make a living off of side hustles. Also, stay till the end if you want to see how you can turn these into a literal full-time job. Starting off with number 1, dog sitting. This is probably my all-time favorite side hustle. And obviously you can just do dog walking if you prefer that. But if you can get a gig where you spend the night at the people's house and watch the animals, that's where you can make the real money. And it also allows you to have time for all of these other side hustles. Now, in order to get these gigs, you can either make like a post in your local Facebook group, or what I personally did was use the app called Rover. It's reliable. You set your own rates. You can also choose the dates that you are and aren't available. But I will say that the more dates that you have available, the more like booking requests that you're going to get, especially during summertime when everyone's like going on vacation. It's super important to have like pretty much open availability the entire summer. Moving on to number 2, Instacart. So this is where you go grocery shopping and then deliver those groceries. Now, I personally used to be more of like a DoorDash and Uber Eats girly, and I would still recommend those platforms, especially especially if you run them both at the same time. You can make like, I don't know, 25% more than if you were to just run one app itself. However, Instacart is way bigger deliveries because it's a lot of groceries and not just like one single food order. Obviously, it's a lot more work per order, but you don't have to take as many orders because they're a lot bigger, meaning that the tips that you're getting paid out each individual time is a lot more. Maybe you could even go crazy and run like DoorDash and Instacart at the exact same time. I don't know how that one works. And last but not least, number 3 is furniture flipping. Like, do you know how much free shit that people are giving away every single day to Facebook Marketplace, to Goodwill? Like, my friend literally furnished an entire house from free shit that she got from Facebook Marketplace. And a lot of times this stuff doesn't even need like an entire flip. It might just need a good cleaning and a fresh coat of paint or some like new knobs, and you can literally turn around and sell it for quadruple the amount that you bought it for. The best part about any of these side hustles is the fact that they're all flexible. Like, you can do all 3 of these at the same time and start to make a full-time living off of side hustles alone. And obviously that's probably not your end goal, but it allows you to make money without having to commit to something full-time so that you do have time to work on something bigger. And like, maybe you've always wanted to get into content creation, you just like don't have time or you don't know where to start. Like, this is your foot in. Like, you can literally start documenting the side hustles that you're doing. This is how I first started getting into content creation. And it's the only reason that I'm sitting here today making this video is because I first started documenting my side hustle journey. Okay, so I promise the opportunity with side hustles is there. You just kind of have to go after it yourself. But yeah, I hope that this video was helpful. Save it if you want to come back to it. And then if you are serious about making money online, everything you need to start is at the top of my page.
So yeah, I did it. I quit my job to be a full-time dasher. And before y'all get on here and try to drag me in the comments, God was cool with it. He okayed it, number 1. Number 2, I just feel like me and a job just we don't click. I'm sorry. It just never did. Like, I like my freedom, number 1. And I feel like as a mom, you know what I'm saying, I have more time to do certain things with my kids, with my family, and it's just the freedom aspect of it. On top of that, shit, I make more. I make more work doing 3 to 4 hours a day than I do in 8 hours on my 9 to 5. Yeah. Anybody out there that, you know, do DoorDash or Instacart, whatever you do full time in life, any tips, tricks, drop them in the comments because I want to know.
I sell used clothes on eBay, Poshmark, and Depop as a full-time job. This is how I do it. The process starts when I pick up items to resell at thrift stores, garage sales, and other places for a cheap price. Then I take those items and process them. I start by taking pictures on my hanging photo table. Now, I built this as a hanging photo table so my wife can still park in the garage because I do this all from home. But I take pictures of pants, shirts, all types of different clothes here on this photo table. After I take the pictures of the items, they go into plastic bags like this. Then I list the items, either from here on the couch, here at the table, or usually here from my desk. Then I put them into my inventory system, which is these bins up on the wall. Now everything has been processed, listed, and stored in my inventory system, and we wait for a sale. When a sale comes in, these numbers on these bins are associated with the products inside. So on the listing, this item says A8, and when someone buys it, I know exactly where to find it. So let's go finish up the process. Then the last step is just to fulfill the shipment. I buy and print the label, and no, I don't actually buy them. The customer gives me the money, and then I use that money to buy the label. Then I stick the item into a poly bag because it's the cheapest way to ship anything. It's the lightest. It's very durable. Never have any problems with them. And I throw the shipping label right on the package and take it to the post office. It's that simple. You can do this as a side hustle completely on the side of your full-time job. This is good stuff. Follow me. Follow me for more.
I'm a stay-at-home mom, so we have one income for the household. I'm looking at different ways to make a little extra cash. I just sold a bookshelf on Facebook Marketplace for $10.
I just got done door dashing for an hour and 45 minutes and I made $22.60.
I'm in the process of getting ready for the day and I'm doing laundry. We're doing housewife things. I just sold something on Depop for $50.
On my way from the post office, I got a $3 delivery from DoorDash, so I couldn't pass it up because it was literally on my way home. So $3 from DoorDash. I sold 2 items on Marketplace today for $20 each, so that's $40. I'm gonna sit here and eat my poor man nachos.
It's officially been a month of doing side gigs. I didn't do the updates like I wanted to, mainly because I forgot.
I did do another night of door dashing and I only made $13.70. I did sell another item on Depop for $50. I sold 2 items on Marketplace, one for $15, one for $20. And I just did my first Amazon Flex delivery today and I made $101.50. In the month of doing side gigs, I did a total of $380.80. Might not be a lot to you, but that's a lot of coffee money for me.
You are sitting on $500 cash right now. I have made thousands on Poshmark, probably spending 4 hours a week on it, max. And most people don't make sales because there are 5 things they're doing wrong. I did it. First, your photos are killing you. If the photo's dark or the clothes are wrinkled, you're not making a sale. Which of these would you rather buy? Window light and a clean background, that's it. Second, do not guess your title. There is a lazier way to do it. Screenshot that pretty photo you took, run it through Google Lens, find the exact item in another listing, filter for sold because you know that listing worked, and then steal the details. And now you know how much it might sell for. Third, and this one matters more than you think, measurements. The second somebody has to ask you for them, and they always will, you lost them in the moment that they were ready to buy. So just get it out of the way in advance. Fourth, price higher than you think. People on Poshmark want to feel like they won. You post at asking price, they're going to offer less, and you might accept less. Or you can price up and let them offer what you want. And this last one takes being very deeply embedded in the Poshmark community to even know about it. Don't post everything at once. Instead of 30 at once, post 3 10 days running. That's gonna get your listings pushed by the algorithm. Now please go list your clothes.
Please, as a normal person, listen to me on how to make extra money, okay? I'm a normal person. I am in my mom and dad's basement right now. This is how I make some extra cash. This is $150 worth of stuff that I'm gonna go drop off at the post office from selling on Vinted and Depop. Specifically, I suggest Vinted because they take less of your money, but Depop only takes like $2. This is stuff I've taken photos of, but I haven't listed yet. And this is stuff I have taken photos of and listed. This is just like, I collect any mail that comes from me and my parents. I collect the old boxes and stuff just so that I don't have to spend money on boxes. The only thing I do spend money on is tissue paper from the Dollar Tree and tape, but tape's an essential. And then for the like labels and stuff, I just do jean shorts and then I take all of this to the post office and I print it out there. I don't even spend money on ink. Please, like, I am a normal person. If you need extra money, stop donating everything to Goodwill. Keep a few things that you're like, oh, I don't really think like this is worth throwing out. Like, consider Goodwill throwing it out. And if you do think somebody would buy it, take a photo, list it on Depop.